Starting at number 10, we have Amina Asilmi. Formerly a Southern Baptist preacher, she converted to Islam in the year 1977 in college while trying to convert some Muslims to Christianity. As the director of the International Union of Muslim Women, she visited campuses discussing Islam. She was made one of the 500 most influential Muslims in the world in 2009 by the Royal Islamic Strategic Studies Center in Amman, Jordan. Coming in at the number 9 spot, we have Lady Evelyn Murray. She confirmed her conversion to Islam back in the year 1915. Yeah, way back in the day. And she took on the Arabic name Zainab. She remarked that she considered Islam the religion most calculated to solve the world's many perplexing problems and to bring humanity peace. Next up at number 8, we have Jamie Fletcher. Jamie Mujahid Fletcher is a filmmaker and a member of the National Association of Latino Independent Producers, or the NALIP. He is the owner and CEO of the advertising agency Focus Point Studios, and he was a former Catholic Christian. He studied Christianity as well as Hinduism, and he also studied Buddhism, and one of the religions that he studied was Islam. And he converted to Islam at a Muslim convention in Florida. He is a youth advocate and the founder of the Andalusia Media Arts Center. As a public speaker, he has covered topics about Latinos, youth, Islam, film, and media, and he's done this at many different institutions. Coming in at number 7, we have Shah Shahidullah Faridi. He embraced Islam after reading the Kashf al-Mahjub, which is the unveiling of the veiled. And this is the classical treatise of Sufism written by Ali ibn Uthman al-Hujwiri. Despite being born and raised in a wealthy English family, well, he decided to leave and seek sheikhs, Sufi sheikhs. And when he found a couple of them, that's when he decided to pledge his life to following this path. Cat Stevens comes in at number 6. Cat Stevens formally converted to Islam on December 23rd, 1977, and he took the name Yusuf Islam in 1978. Yusuf is an Arabic rendition of the name Joseph, and he stated that he always loved the name Joseph and was particularly drawn to the story of Joseph in the Quran. Although he discontinued his pop career, he was persuaded to perform one last time before what became a 25-year musical hiatus. In the year 1979, he auctioned off all of his guitars for charity and left his musical career to devote himself to educational and philanthropic causes in the Muslim community. Next up at number 5, we have Ibn Jazla. Ibn Jazla was a Baghdad-based 11th century Arab physician who wrote an influential regimen treatise that was translated into Latin in 1280 AD by the Sicilian Jewish physician Faraj ben Salem. Ibn Jazla was born to a Christian Nestorian parents in Baghdad, and he converted to Islam in 1074. He died in 1100, the year 1100, under the tutelage of Abu Ali ibn al-Walid al-Maghribi. Number 4 leads us to Rebecca Salsabil Ibrahim. Rebecca is a retired Latvian weightlifter, 2-time junior world champion and 2-time European champion who competed in the 58 kilogram division until 2018 and in the 59 kilogram division starting in 2018 after the International Weightlifting Federation recognized the categories. In spring of 2020, she became engaged to the Qatari discus thrower Moaz Mohammed Ibrahim, and on July 26, she announced via her Instagram account that she had converted to Islam. Number 3 brings us Sinead O'Connor. Born in Ireland on August 12, 1966, Sinead O'Connor converted to Islam in the year 2018, and that's when she took on a new name. She took to Twitter to make her announcement and has made numerous posts since thanking her Muslim brothers and sisters, and has even shared a video of her also, reciting the Azan, which is the Muslim call to prayer. Next up at number 2, Stephen J. Jackson. Stephen Jesse Jackson is an American former professional basketball player who played for 14 seasons in the NBA. On January 6, 2021, he officially converted to Islam. He also went on to say this, and I quote, "Everything I have today is because I get on my knees and pray 5 times a day. I wouldn't be able to wake up, breathe, and provide for my child if I didn't get on my knees and worship Allah. Allah is in control, and every one of us in creation is reliant on Allah in every moment. It is only when we realize this that this inner peace descends upon us, and that is what Islam is all about. Salam, peace." Concluding this episode, in at the number 1 spot, we have Andrew Tate. His full name is Emery Andrew Tate III, and he's an American-British internet personality as well as a former professional kickboxer. His African-American father, Emery Tate, was a chess international master, and his mother worked as a catering assistant. And he grew up Christian, but he began to show a lot of interest in Islam over the years. Then in October of 2022, Andrew Tate, he announced on his Getter account that he had converted to Islam. And there's also a video of Andrew Tate praying at a mosque in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, and that went viral. And of course, now he's become very, very public in his stance that yes, he is now Muslim. The influencer at number 10 is Sheikha Official. She's a former musician, and she grew up agnostic and atheist, and she was someone who got married at the age of 18 years old, and she stayed married to her first husband till the age of 25. Now, she didn't know any Muslims growing up, and she started having great success in her music career, and she performed on stage with some pretty big names. But there was one particular incident that happened at a music event, and this unfortunate incident led her to the point of wanting to end her own life. Now, it was her mother who intervened with prayer for her and told her to also pray, and it was that exact moment where her pain from her past completely left her, she says. Now she makes videos on various social media platforms with her husband named Mohammed for entertainment and educational purposes, and also gives her viewers insight into their lives as a married couple. Kishama Meridian comes next. She's an Australian YouTuber and Instagrammer who posts a lot of makeup, fashion, and lifestyle content. She describes herself as being a very open person, and she's in the past explored other religions like Christianity and Judaism, but for some reason they didn't really click for her, so she kind of stopped looking into those religions. But for some reason though, it was Islam that really spoke to her heart. Her partner, who is a Muslim, helped guide her in her fascination with Islam. And it was about 6 months into her in-depth study and research and watching lectures about Islam. That's when she took her Shahada, which is the profession of faith, because she believed that Islam answered all of her questions, like what would happen when you die. And for her, the answers that Islam provided was satisfactory for her. Next up at number 8, we have Rosie Gabrielle. She's a Canadian solo traveler, and she spent many of her years exploring Pakistan, and that's where she really ended up converting to Islam. Rosie says that she quit her job and she decided to live a life following what she's passionate about, and part of that passion was traveling. She gives big thanks to the people of Pakistan for helping her with the pain and the distress that she had been facing for years, to the point where she was just crying. She even made a video where she broke down in tears on camera. But now she says that she is completely free and at peace. Next up, let's look at Jay Palfrey. Jay Palfrey, who is he? Well, he's a British vlogger whose channel is growing pretty fast, actually. At the time of recording this video, he is just over 900,000 subscribers, well on his way to 1 million subscribers. And his videos, as you can imagine, have reached millions of people across the world. He started his YouTube channel back in January of 2017, and he started uploading videos in April of 2019. So it took him a little while to really get on the YouTube bandwagon, but he started uploading travel vlogs and reaction videos too, and he traveled to Istanbul, Turkey, India, Romania, and various other countries. And when he converted, he uploaded a video where he took his Shahada, the profession of faith in Islam, in Turkey on August 16th, 2020. Number 6 brings us to Aisha Rosalie. Now, she is a British YouTuber as well, and she became very popular after she converted to Islam. She got a job when she was completing her higher studies in London, England, and then after that she decided to move to LA in the United States, and that's when she really began to train herself to become a professional actor. But that was pretty short-lived, and one day she decided that, she just wants to go visit some other countries, get away from America for a bit. And Turkey was the first country on her list. So when she went to Istanbul, Turkey, that's where her interest in Islam really began. Now, Mufti Menk was the first scholar that she started to listen to as a non-Muslim, and she credits his talks and lectures to be the thing that actually made a big difference for her when it came to converting to Islam. And at this spot is Aslima. Eileen Lahi, who goes by the username Aslima, she is an Instagram star and a YouTuber from the country of Estonia. I don't know too many people from Estonia, as a matter of fact. I don't think I can recall one off the top of my head right now. Either way, she usually posts selfies and travel photos and pictures of her family while donning modest clothing. And now you'll also find travel vlogs on her YouTube channel and videos where she shares her faith. Her journey to Islam started at the age of 14 years old, but she was not raised in any particular religion though. Young's World comes in at number 4. Now, he was a strict Christian growing up in a very strict Christian household. Like, his entire family was heavily involved in the church. He's from South Korea and he launched his YouTube channel in 2019, and you'll find some pretty funny reaction videos and skits. But you see, due to some crimes that were actually committed in several churches when he used to attend, and also the fact that he noticed so many Christians were not practicing their faith at all, well, that really turned him off from religion in general, and he got to the point where he just didn't want to follow any religion. But after he began YouTube and began to seek God on his own, he was actually urged by his fans to explore and embrace Islam. And when he became Muslim, he didn't even want to tell his friends and family, but now he's a lot more public with his faith. Mr. Watwa comes in at number 3. Abdullahi Uni, also known as Mr. Watwa on social media, he has a fast-growing YouTube channel, and he actually converted to Islam after 2 years of doing research and studying. Originally, he was from the country of Nigeria, and he comes from a Catholic background, and the majority of his videos you'll find are vlogs and reaction videos. As a matter of fact, he's even reacted to some of our videos on FTD Facts in the past. Like, take for instance our Facts About Hinduism video where he did a reaction to. This group of texts are known as Vedas. Vedas are also called Surti. Unlike other religious texts, the more and more he'd viewed content on religion, especially on Islam, well, his beliefs and views started to shift as he questioned his Catholic beliefs. Fans were really happy when he announced on YouTube that he took his Shahada and officially became a Muslim. And now, this guy has such a great personality, he's always in a good mood, and honestly, I would have to say that watching his videos leaves me in a good mood, and I'm sure it'll do the same for you as well. The influencer at number 2 is Dawood Kim. Dawood Kim, he's a famous Korean YouTuber, and his name is J. David Kim, also known as Dawood Kim. He declared that he converted to Islam, and he actually grew up Christian, but after spending quite a bit of time looking into and examining Islam for himself, he decided that it was the religion that he wanted to choose to practice. Now, after becoming Muslim, he changed his name to Dawood Kim, and Dawood is the Arabic pronunciation of the name David. When it comes to converting to Islam, he says this in his own words, and I quote, "I'm so happy. Actually, I'm so happy. There are some hardships and difficulties in Korea as a Muslim, but instead of that, I am so happy because so many Muslims in Korea said congratulations." And finally, we end off this episode with number 1. This one was the most surprising for me, Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah, he is a very popular Muslim YouTuber. He's a content creator from Turkey whose videos help spread the message of Islam as well as inspire young people. Ali Dawah comes from a Shia and agnostic household, and they never really practiced their religious beliefs or anything. And surprisingly, in his teenage years, he was involved with gangs. And it wasn't until he moved in with his dad and started hanging out with a new group of friends that his life started to turn around. Ali is a student of comparative religion, and because of that, he has a whole catalog of videos that aim to raise awareness on topics related to religion and how you can compare them and come to your own conclusions. He's a staunch promoter of Islam, and his videos really embody the passion that he has for people wanting to know about the religion of Islam. Number 10 leads us to Hamza Ali Abbasi. Well, he's not a new Muslim per se, but he was born a Muslim. Then for a while he left and was just straight up atheist for a while. But now he identifies as Muslim again. He's a former Pakistani actor, and he is vocal on all topics from politics to religion to social causes. And he spoke up on a sensitive subject in a post in 2022 where he claimed that, yes, he is Muslim. Hamza Ali Abbasi, he said this in the post: "I'm a Muslim and I believe Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the last messenger and prophet of God. The Islam I believe in has no divinely ordained worldly punishment for mocking or insulting God, Islam, and any messenger and prophet of God, peace be upon them all." From there, number 9 leads us to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is a Ghanaian footballer for Arsenal, and he announced that he had changed his name to Yakubu after converting to Islam earlier in the year. Speaking to the Ghanaian press, Thomas Partey, he said that he grew up among Muslims and he took the name Yakubu after marrying his Moroccan girlfriend. The celebrity at the number 8 spot is Dr. Mark Thompson. He is a senior British researcher who converted to Islam in Saudi Arabia. Dr. Mark C. Thompson, who is the assistant professor of Middle Eastern Studies at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals in Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, he embraced Islam in the second week of Ramadan 2022. He tweeted this on April 9th, 2022, and I quote, "This Ramadan night surrounded by my dear friends and brothers. I converted to Islam, thank God." Marine El Himir comes in at number 7. Now, she is a French model and a reality show star. She went viral after she announced that she converted to Islam and says that these moments mark the happiest day of her life. Marine El Himir, she shared photos in a hijab near the Kaaba, Islam's holiest site in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, 2 days after she announced that she had accepted Islam. She posted this on Instagram, and I quote, "There are no words strong enough to express the intensity of happiness and emotions experienced at this very moment. A spiritual journey that I hope will continue to uplift and guide me, inshallah." She also added that this was quote, "a choice of soul, heart, and reason." Coming in at the number 6 spot, we have Open-Minded Thinker. He is a YouTuber, and most people know him through his videos talking about and reacting to Islamic videos, as well as talking about religion in general. Now, he runs a YouTube channel that goes by the name of Open-Minded Thinker Show, and he actually accepted Islam during the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar, and he took his Shahada with one of the world's most famous Islamic scholars, Dr. Zakir Naik himself. He uploaded a video of him taking the Shahada and switching his religion on his YouTube channel, and his followers, they shared, praise and a lot of surprising reactions to his video of him accepting Islam. Clarence Seedorf comes in next. He's a superstar Dutch footballer, and he announced that he actually converted to Islam in 2022. The former AC Milan, Real Madrid, and Ajax midfielder, he announced on his Instagram profile saying this: "A special thanks to all the nice messages in celebration of me joining the Muslim family. I'm very happy and pleased to join all of the brothers and sisters around the world, especially my adorable wife Sophia, who has taught me more in depth about the meaning of Islam. I didn't change my name. I will continue to carry my name as given by my parents, Clarence Seedorf. I'm sending all my love to everyone in the world. Sabarimala Jayakanthan comes next. She's a prominent Indian motivational speaker as well as a social activist, and she converted to Islam. She arrived in Mecca to perform Umrah, the optional pilgrimage in Islam. And while standing in front of the Kaaba in the Grand Mosque in Mecca, she shared a video on social media announcing that she converted to Islam. Following her conversion, she changed her name to Fatima Sabarimala. Regarding her decision to embrace her new religion, this is what she said in her own words. I asked myself why I was so hostile to Muslims, and that is how I started reading the Quran with an open mind. I understand the truth and now I love Islam. Number 3 leads us to Dutchavelli. He is a British rapper and hip-hop artist born Stephen Fabulous Allen, but he's better known by his stage name Dutchavelli. He converted to Islam also. After being influenced by the teachings of the religion, he decided to accept Islam and become a Muslim. There's a video that is circulating on social media where it shows Dutchavelli taking his Shahada to embrace Islam. The rapper also shared the viral clip on his Instagram stories to confirm the news, and fans flocked to the comment section to extend their congratulations to him. Okay, number 2 has a big question mark beside it. Morgan Freeman? Everybody's making posts that Morgan Freeman has accepted Islam. Hollywood actor Morgan Freeman, he has been in the limelight ever since he attended the opening ceremony of the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar. Since then, rumors spread that Morgan Freeman in fact embraced Islam. Morgan's inclination towards different faiths and different religious practices is definitely something that is well known, and he's done various different programs on different occasions attempting to explore the different religions, Islam included. However, the hopes and wishes of many Muslims around the world actually were shattered after Misbar, which is an independent Arabic fact-checking platform, investigated Morgan Freeman's conversion to Islam and found out that it was fake. But many Muslims believe that Morgan Freeman maybe embraced Islam in secret or is leaning towards embracing it. The platform quoted, "The actor has not announced converting to Islam, and also no reliable media outlet has reported on the news." So as it stands, Morgan Freeman is not Muslim, but is that yet to be determined? We end this episode off at number 1, Andrew Tate. British-American kickboxer and highly controversial influencer Andrew Tate, who was banned from all social media platforms in 2022, has converted to Islam. Andrew Tate, he previously described Islam as the last true religion in the world, and he has now confirmed that he is Muslim himself after a video of him praying in a mosque went viral all over the internet. Andrew Tate is a self-proclaimed success coach, and he announced this on one of his only social media accounts that he still had active, Getter, and he said this, and I quote, "This is why I'm Muslim. Any Christian who believes in good and understands the true battle against evil must convert. So be patient. Indeed, Allah's promise is truth." And that passage is quoted from the Quran, Surah 30, verses 60. At number 10, let's look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, of course, is a boxing legend. Iron Mike Tyson, you know, that name says it all. Well, he converted to Islam in the 1990s, and he has held all 3 major championship belts and said he has made various religious pilgrimages, including one to the city of Mecca. Many sources have said that Tyson converted to Islam while he was imprisoned following a conviction in the year 1992. But Tyson, who served 3 years of the 6-year sentence, said that that isn't the case. In his own words, he says, and I quote, "I was Muslim before I went in to prison. My chauffeur was in there, the Nation of Islam Captain Joe. He would educate me every day, every second." From there, the celebrity at number 9 is Ellen Bernstein. This American actress who was born a Christian, she converted to Islam after studying Sufism. Ellen Bernstein is also in very close contact with preachers of the Sufi sect of Islam. She was named Hadaya after converting, but is not committed to just one specific religion, although yes, she does practice Sufi Islam. Coming in at number 8, we have Jermaine Jackson, the brother of the late king of pop Michael Jackson. He revealed that he converted to Islam from Christianity. In an interview with BBC, Jermaine, he described how he and his sister went on a tour of the Middle East, and this happened back in the year 1989, and he really emphasized that he met some children who welcomed them warmly. Jermaine revealed that during his conversation with the children, they were quick to tell him that they were proud Muslims. Now, the children's confidence, he said, really shook me from within. Then they started telling me about Islam. They were giving me information that was relevant to their age. Their tone of their voice would reveal that they were extremely proud of Islam. This is how I approached Islam. That's his own words. In at the number 7 spot, let's take a look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. When asked about the journey of conversion to Islam, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he said that the transition was not merely a change in a celebrity brand name, but a transformation of the heart, a transformation of the soul, and a transformation of the mind. Here's one quote from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar himself. "I used to be Lou Alcindor, the pale reflection of what white America expected of me. I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the manifestation of my African history, culture, and beliefs. And when you convert to an unfamiliar or unpopular religion, it invites criticism of your intelligence, patriotism, and sanity. I should know, even though I became a Muslim more than 40 years ago, I'm still defending that choice." Busta Rhymes comes next at number 6. He is famous definitely for how fast he can rap. And one of the significant years of change in his life was back in the year 1983 when his parents got divorced and he decided to change his religious beliefs. He also suffered a personal loss in the year 1992 when he lost his son. Now, these challenges haunted him, but Busta Rhymes, he has spoken publicly about his faith, explaining that Islam is what grounds him. He says, "I'm too blessed to fit the mold. They said press 6 to give your soul, or not, and you can hold. You are never gonna explode." Number 5 leads us to Jennifer Grout. In an interview with Al Jazeera, Jennifer Grout, who is an American singer, she recalled pleasant memories of her time in Morocco, which prompted her to convert to Islam back in 2013. Jennifer Grout said that after graduating from McGill University in Canada and taking a summer trip to Morocco in 2012, there was something special about Morocco that affected her and led her to convert to Islam. Now, the singer was referring to how generous and hospitable the Moroccan people actually are. Listening to all of the mosques call to prayers at the same time also really surprised her. And she began listening to the Quran actually back in the year 2010. But according to Al Jazeera, she is now well known for her recitations of the Quran. So yeah, she started to listen to the Quran, she went on her trip, and then a year later, boom, she became Muslim. Next up, let's look at Sharmila Tagore. Sharmila Tagore, the actress who was awarded the Padma Bhushan by the government of India in the year 2013, has also converted to Islam. She fell in love with Mansoor Ali Khan Potari. He's a late cricket player and converted to Islam before marrying him. She was born a Hindu, but after her marriage, she changed her name to Aisha Begum, and Saif Ali Khan, Saba Ali Khan, and Soha Ali Khan are the couple's 3 children. Number 3 leads us to Nicholas Anelka. Nicholas Anelka was 16 years old when he converted to Islam. He says that he was always righteous and had good values, and over time he became sure that Islam was the religion for him. He had these words to say, and I quote, "I felt this relationship with God, and that enlightened my life. I had that conviction in my heart that that was my religion." Coming in at the number 2 spot in this episode, Dave Chappelle. Top American comedian Dave Chappelle revealed that the moment he decided to convert to Islam was his experience at the holy Zamzam well in Saudi Arabia. Chappelle actually stated that his journey of conversion to Islam originally started when he was 17 years old and living in Washington, D.C. at a pizza shop with a Muslim employee. And Dave Chappelle, he had this to say. I asked him questions about his religion, and he was so enthusiastic about it that it was very compelling. I liked Islam's perspective, and I think these things influenced my decision that I wanted to have a meaningful life, a spiritual life. Ending this episode off at number 1, the newest Muslim convert in this list is Andrew Tate. British-American kickboxer and influencer Andrew Tate, who was banned on all social media platforms earlier this year, 2022, has now officially converted to Islam. The former kickboxer previously described Islam as being the last true religion on the planet, and that he is now confirmed that he is Muslim himself after a video of him praying in a mosque went completely viral online. Tate is a self-proclaimed success coach, and he had this to say in his own words. This is why I'm Muslim. Any Christian who believes in good and understands the true battle against evil must convert. So be patient, indeed the promise of Allah is true. And he cited that from the Quran, Surah 30, verses 60.